PUBG's brand new map Deston, formerly known as Kiki, is coming soon to the live servers for both PC and console. It brings with it a bunch of new and unique features, and today I'm going to go through all of those and explain exactly what they do and how they work. Hey everybody, my name's Ben, we are the Beard Guys, and welcome back to another PUBG video. I'm going to be bringing you lots of tips and advice on the new map Deston, so if you like this video and find it useful, then why not think about clicking the sub button and staying up to date with all of our Deston content. So the new map goes live for PC on Wednesday the 13th of July and on console the following Thursday on the 21st of July. It's going to go into a featured map queue sitting on its own, and the other maps will be available in an other map playlist. We don't know how long exactly the featured map playlist will last, and they may well make changes to that depending on matchmaking times. But hopefully it will stay in featured for a while so we can all get plenty of time to try it out. First on the list of new and unique features for Deston is the reusable parachute. Every player on Deston will have one of these in their inventory at all times, and you can deploy this parachute as much as you want. It doesn't take up inventory space like the parachutes that you could pick up on the other maps, and it can't be dropped or replaced. You can use the parachute in pretty much any situation, and you can even reuse it if your parachute gets cancelled by hitting a building. There's no button for purposely cancelling your parachute, so you can't sort of cut it, drop really fast and then pull it again like in Warzone, but you can kind of force this effect sometimes by deliberately hitting objects to cancel your parachute and then pulling it again. It might sound a bit weird and arcadey, but given the layout of the main city, Ripton, which is very tall and has a lot of quick ways of getting up and down, it feels like it makes a lot of sense and works quite well in Deston. On the topic of the tall building are the ascenders, which is another thing you're going to find in your inventory. This inventory item will let you go up and down these ascender lines, which can be found all over the map. They're kind of like zip lines, and you can go up and down on them, and you can even go down on them slightly faster by holding the sprint button. You can jump off them at any time, but you will probably have to pull your parachute. But if you jump off at the top or the bottom, then it will automatically teleport you onto the ledge that you're meant to be on. These are really handy for getting around, particularly the very tall buildings in Ripton, but you also find them all over the map, just on medium and tall buildings elsewhere in the map. You find them on some cliff edges, inside other buildings, and just generally all over the place, making it a very easy map to get around to the different levels of elevation, of which there are many in it. Only one player can use an ascender line at a time, so you can't have a queue of people all sitting there trying to get off at the top. You'll also find these cell towers, which are again unique to Deston, which have an ascender line in them which goes slightly quicker than the normal ones, and when you get to the top of them and press a button to detach, your character will fly out the top and then automatically pull their parachute, allowing you to parachute across the map to wherever you want to be. The automatic pulling of the parachute does make you quite vulnerable, as you can't quickly zoom down to the ground and pull it late. You have to pull it early and then try and escape whilst probably getting shot at. These cell towers make it pretty easy to move around the battlefield, and it's going to add a unique dimension to the gameplay on Deston. You can detach your ascender whilst going up the cell tower, but I wouldn't recommend it because it gets pretty sketchy getting back down. As for unique weapons on Deston, we get the O12 Origin 12 fully auto shotgun, which uses special slug rounds. These are different to normal shotgun shells, so you'll only be able to use the specific shells that are meant for the O12. It has a single fire, 3-shot burst, and full automatic setting, and does 100 damage per hit. It can take a holographic or red dot sight, as well as a selection of grips and AR muzzle attachments. It doesn't take shotgun attachments, so no choke and no duckbill, which wouldn't really make sense if it did, because it uses slug rounds, which hit with a single shot rather than a pellet spread as the traditional shotguns do. The other gun that was teased was the MP9, but we haven't seen this in this update, and we can probably expect that to come over the next month or two. A new vehicle that you're going to find on Deston are the airboats. These are vehicles that can go both on land and water, though they go much quicker on water than they do on land. They're also pretty sluggish to drive on land, but quite nimble on water, and are really useful for getting around some of the flooded areas around Ripton and up and down the two rivers that run out of Ripton and over to the west side of the map and the southwest corner. They're a lot of fun, and they also have 5 seats in them unusually, which we don't have many of in PUBG. Some of you who've been around a while might remember the UAZs, which used to have 5 seats back in the day, so there may be potential to try and sneak on one with a full squad, although given that there's no sides to the boat, it would be pretty obvious. There was also a cop car called the Enforcer, which was teased again for this update, but that is not in 18.2, and again, we can probably expect to see that in one of the next updates or two. On the topic of vehicles, we now have the fuel pump added. These gas stations will allow you to park up a vehicle and hold down a button to refuel it. You'll have to sit there for 10 seconds while it does it, and it can be blown up at any time. If you do manage to successfully fuel up, then you'll get full gas, and the fuel pump will be used up and not able to be used again. There's loads of these around the map. They're very common and are going to be great for setting traps. Deston also brings with it the drone accessible rooms. These small rooms you can find on the side of some of the tall buildings in Ripton, as well as dotted around the map in these pillar shipping containers. You can fly drones into them and find high tier items, as well as these security cards which you use to unlock unique security doors. These secure areas are found all over the map again, particularly in the tall buildings in Ripton, and if you have a security key so you can open one, then you can find level 3 helmets and crate guns inside of them. You do still get normal airdrops as well containing crate gear on this map, but you don't get flare guns, so you won't see any flare drops or BRDMs. The last item missing from the list is the blue chip sensor or heartbeat detector, which was again mentioned previously. We don't see that in this update, and we'll probably expect to see that added later on. So that's everything for today. I've got some more videos coming up soon for Deston, but I hope you enjoyed today's one on all of the new features. Don't forget to check out our live stream on twitch.tv/thebeardguys if you want to see some live gameplay of Deston once it is on the live servers. So thanks very much for listening today. My name's Ben, we are the Beard Guys, and I'll see you next time. I just wanted to drop you all a quick message to tell you about our PUBG creator code. As a PUBG partner, we have a creator code which you can add to your account, which means whenever you purchase anything in game, PUBG will give us a commission. Whether you're buying season passes, G-Coin bundles, or anything else that requires cash in PUBG, if you have our code added, then you'll be helping us out without costing yourself a penny extra. It's a great way to support the channel, and it really does help keep us making PUBG content for you. Plus, it's easy to set up and you'll only ever have to do it once. To add our code, first visit accounts.pubg.com and then log in or create an account. Once you've logged in, connect your Xbox, PlayStation or Steam account on the linked accounts tab, then go to the Creator Appreciation Program section and type the Beard Guys into the box or find us from the drop-down list. Then just click submit and you're all done. A massive thank you to everybody who has used our code. Your support is absolutely vital for us and it really makes a huge difference.